So the next point is about value creation. It's about creating value for someone else. And why is that so important in the business? Is because no company can be successful if you are not able to create value for other person. Because that simply means that you're not making enough impact or difference in someone's life. And so why would the person be willing to pay you for your services or the product? So this value creation is super important in order to have a long-term journey. And this value creation comes from your mission that you have, the passion that you have, the problem that you're trying to solve, or it could be just for the greater good of the community. So whatever that is, you've got to understand what that value creation is that you're giving in the market. Okay, so how do you do this? You actually have to understand, number one, what is the pain point of the customer? Who is that customer that you are trying to reach out to? And what is that pain point? What is it that people are struggling with? Like, for example, I'm making this program specifically because I realized that in my own journey, I realized that when I was transitioning from a successful corporate career into entrepreneurship, so it was like a 360-degree jump for me, and my life literally took a 360-degree turn, because I had a very successful corporate career, and when I just started in entrepreneurship, I literally had to start from here, and this was a major demotion for me, at least in my head. It was a major crisis for me, because I felt like I was so successful in a corporate career, I'm so good at what I do, but when I started my journey into entrepreneurship, I was filled with self-doubt. I really didn't know what I was doing, where I was going, why I was doing certain things. So this was like a big challenge that I saw, this gap. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fill this gap for you, so that you become more empowered, as in before you undertake this journey. Or if you've just started out, you would know what you can expect and what you need to really build on. So you have to understand the pain point of your customer. So this is the topic that I've chosen for myself, right? What is it that you want to solve? It could be your own personal problem that you solved, and in that journey you found a way, a solution to it, and you want to also show to the rest of the world that this is what you want to, this is how you can do it. So you're guiding the world to a better place, right? What is that? Is it a product? Is it a service? It could be anything, any kind of value that has a deeper impact into betterment of other people's life. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So another thing that I really want to highlight another point that I really want to highlight is my first 2 years of entrepreneurship was all about money. Okay, my focus was, rather than into value creation, my focus was into how can I make more money? How can I generate more money, more revenue, more profits? Like, that was my sole focus and desperation, I would say. So whenever you work from that space of desperation, that is a very short-lived journey into entrepreneurship, to be honest, because entrepreneurship is not about the money part is very important, and it will come to you, but it will come only and only after a certain point of time. Okay, so before that, you have to create that brand, you have to create that value, you have to show to people that you are able to solve a certain problem in the best way possible. Like, you are the one who can solve this in the best way possible. And if you are able to show that, money will automatically flow in. Money is a byproduct of what of your actions. Money is a byproduct of the problem that you're solving for them. Okay, so this is so important to be here, and you have to really, and this value creation needs to come from your heart. Okay, this cannot be superficial. This cannot be something like, it cannot be manipulative, and it cannot be like, okay, I give this and I take this back. It cannot be a very transactional kind of a situation where business is perceived as transaction. But really, if you want to build a long-term scalable business, you have to create value creation as your base, as a foundation. Because without this, your foundation is going to be so dicey, and it's going to be so rocky. It's not going to be stable at all, because it's going to be very superficial. So you need to have a certain grounding which comes from the value creation that you're creating, which is genuine, which is authentic, very, very important, absolutely authentic. And that's where all these successful entrepreneurs have believed in themselves, believed in their ideas, believed in the vision, and they have gone ahead and created that value that we all enjoy today. So just thinking about this topic, my one of my favorite entrepreneurs is none other than Steve Jobs. I'm sure you would agree. What a guy, and what a vision, and the kind of value that he has created that we all enjoy today, right? So a couple of years ago, not sorry, a couple of decades ago, 20, 25 years ago, when Steve Jobs had actually built Macintosh, and which was like a desktop computer at that point of time. We did not have laptops, we didn't have telephones, anything. But when he had Macintosh, he said his vision was to create it was to have these computers at the size of a palm. Imagine when he said that, how other people might have thought about it. And most of the people back then thought like he had gone crazy, because it makes no sense. The computer is this big, it has so much of, technology is so bulky. How can he create such a small device that is going to fit in the palm of a hand? But guess what? 25 years later, here we are, right? Now, this phone, is it less than a computer? Absolutely not. This is a gadget which has replaced so many things that a laptop or a computer can do today. And it is the size of a palm. So, and it has all come from his vision, the mission, the value creation that he has come up with. And so this is so important, that we are always trying to create something new. And that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, because the entrepreneur is the only person that can create value out of nothing, out of nothing. So you've got to understand that this is an important mindset to have, that you have the power to create something that has no existence in this world, that some people might not even believe in. But if you believe, and if you're able to create that value, then good for you. You are a rock star. So just to recap this point, the idea of value creation is absolutely crucial compared to the mindset of just generating income or revenue. So the focus needs to be more of value creation, how you can serve the other person more. The more you're able to serve, and the more you're able to solve problems and make other people happy, the automatic reaction would be that you would be able to generate the revenue that you deserve. So that level of value creation is very, very important. And I would be covering this as part of the Vision Clarity Blueprint as well. And I'll see you in the next video now.